In my previous video, went into the computer, checked some codes, made a minor repair, cleared the codes, and inflated the tires. So now we're going to take the Corolla on the road and see what the gas mileage is after 5 years. Now the Corolla Hybrid gets around 52 miles to the gallon. It's pretty consistent around highway and city. As you can see, it takes a little while to get up to the proper gas mileage. It slowly reaches to the 30s, 40s, and then to the 50s. The Corolla has a 1.8 liter engine, the E-CVT, which are really electric motors. Corolla Hybrid it's an economy car, so you're not going to get the smoothest ride that you would get in a Lexus or a German car. It's built for fuel efficiency, not luxury. Now, the faster you accelerate, the more weight you put in the car, it's going to affect the gas mileage. And all the hybrids, they come with the 3 driving modes: the Eco, Normal, and then the Sport. Safety features has a pre-collision system, the lane departure alert for steering. So if you're going outside the lane where you have the lane departure assistance on, it'll make like a beeping sound. You probably heard it when I was driving a few times. Automatic high beams and adaptive cruise control. I always call it radar adaptive cruise control. And lane tracking assistance. And the battery either has the 8-year 100,000 mile or the 10-year 150,000 mile. And as you already know, I'm way past that warranty. I probably broke that like the second year I surpassed 100,000 miles, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was the second year I owned the car. I was doing the Manhattan, New York to Virginia runs. Now, for those of you who are considering buying the Corolla hybrid, you're going to get good gas mileage. Some of you been reluctant or don't want to fully commit to an electric car, so the Corolla is a great alternative. Now, it's an economy car, so it's going to be noisy. You're going to get a lot of wind noise. That engine, as it gets older, is going to get noisier and noisier. So you want the maximum amount of gas mileage. You can try a gradual acceleration. When you decelerate, you'll let go of the gas or hit the brake. It'll charge the battery, so you can keep your battery charged as you brake and decelerate. Especially going down a really big mountain, you'll get that battery fully charged. You can use the eco mode. Now, I would only use the eco mode on the highway. I'm not even sure if that's even really effective, but it increases the pressure you have to put on the accelerator, so the engine will rev slower. You can use the EV mode, but that's, I think, only up to about 20 miles an hour, so you can coast with that. You can use the cruise control. I use the cruise control a lot. I pretty much drive with the cruise control, accelerate, brake, all with the cruise control. No, you can hood the brake, put your foot over the brake, so you won't don't depend totally on the automatic system. So put your foot over the brake, but don't press it, and let the car speed up for you and slow down for you. It can slow down to a complete stop, and it can accelerate after the car in front of you is not detected anymore. Monitor your tire pressure for the winter and the summertime. Make sure you have the correct tire pressure. I believe in the summer you want to have your tire pressure higher, and in the winter you have your tire pressure lower. If you know that's a fact, please write that in the comment section. Weight has a big impact on your fuel economy and your suspension system. So if you don't want your struts and shocks to be replaced sooner, don't haul 15 boxes of computer printer paper, all right, like I did. That'll destroy your suspension system. Now, and as you begin to rack miles up on your Corolla or Toyota, or really any car, you're going to have to change those plugs. Yes, at 100,000 miles, but I don't wait to 100,000 miles to do my spark plugs. I get them either at 40, 60, or 80,000 miles. I'm doing my spark plugs. You can do your spark plugs whenever you want to do your spark plugs, but I wouldn't wait to 100,000 miles. You're going to need to change with your tires. You're going to need windshield wipers, hub assemblies. You're going to need those. And your front brakes. They should last you over 100,000 miles if I'm not mistaken. Those front brakes should last you over 100,000 miles. Struts and shocks, you're going to replace those, especially if you're hauling a lot of weight, like printer paper, supplies. That's why I opted, to get the RAV4, since I pretty much outgrew the Corolla. I was hauling, heavier items to where I could actually see the Corolla sagging down. I said, oh, this is going to destroy my suspension system. What else did I replace? The 12-volt battery that went. One day I jacked the car up on the driver's side, and the car, everything just, all the lights went out. So what's going on with this? And the car wouldn't start. I checked the voltage. It said like 10 volts, and I dropped to 8, 7. It wouldn't start. So I had to walk to the auto parts store and buy an overly expensive battery that Wasn't even for my car, just so I can get to work that day. Hybrid battery in my Corolla is original. It is the original hybrid battery, and it has lasted me over 481,000 miles. If you saw in the beginning of the video, it's still holding a charge, it's still charging, and I'm getting pretty much the same gas mileage. Now this is with, you know, the plastic underneath the guts, I was calling them the guts, are ripped out because of that rainstorm I went through. You know, I got the bumper is not exactly, you know, aerodynamic anymore. It's not really secure. That front end is not really tight. So even with all that, I'm still getting pretty decent gas mileage. So if you take care of your Corolla, it will last you. And a variable valve timing, I believe it's a solenoid. It's noisy. You should pay attention to that. The Car Care Nut channel, he gives you some decent advice on when you should change the variable valve timing solenoid. I believe that's what it's called. That rattle when it first starts up. Now, I believe he said that so as long as it doesn't rattle after it's already warm on every startup, you still have some time. But if it just rattles on every single startup, it's definitely time to change that variable valve timing solenoid. You check his channel out. He has pretty good videos on the Toyota. I believe he's a Toyota specialist. The Car Care Nut channel on YouTube. And that's pretty much the end of the video. You can click off now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you got value out of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And do you own a hybrid? Have you thought about getting a hybrid, specifically a Toyota hybrid? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. Until next time.